We have here verse 35 of the 11th chapter of the Gospel of John. Remarkable verse for its brevity and its profundity both. It is the shortest verse, of course, in the Bible, famous for that reason alone. John 11:35, it is usually translated, Jesus wept. And that's a pretty good rendering of what we have here. Jesus has been escorted to the scene of the burial of Lazarus. He has observed, of course, the weeping that's already been described. A different word is used here for weeping. The weeping that was used earlier, the word klio, actually means weeping aloud. Can actually be a kind of pretentious weeping, a sort of loud display, the kind of thing that the professional mourners of the ancient world would engage in. This is a different word. You'll see it right here. It's edakrusen. This is from dakruo. The word means to weep. It literally has its roots in the idea of shedding tears. It was a word that meant much more the idea of weeping in a sort of deep and significant and highly sincere fashion. Klio could be a kind of hypocritical or pretentious or public weeping, more for show than for reality, whereas this word really does get to the heart of what a truly weeping sort of spirit might involve. And of course, the subject of the verb ho Jesus, Jesus wept. It stands for the idea, of course, that Jesus is at this point reacting to the ravaging effects of sin and the pain and distress that it must inevitably bring about in the human psyche to live in a world that's been so deeply fractured and broken. And so this word stands for something that, of course, is a refutation of all forms of Docetism and other heresies that want to somehow deny the humanity of Christ. He was truly human. And notwithstanding the fact of his divine character, he nevertheless participated fully in the feelings, the emotions, the distresses, the impact of what it was to be a human being. And this verse stands in many ways for the great proposition that Jesus, in fact, took to himself flesh and blood so that he might be one with us.